What's up, YouTube? It is late. It is 10 o'clock at night. That's normally Chuck's start for his wind down time. But it's Comic-Con weekend. Marvel's Hall H just ended. And oh boy, there are things we need to talk about. Like what? Just sit down, LJ, and listen. Because it's too tired for you tonight. It's too tired. I'm too tired. Okay, so Marvel, it's San Diego Comic-Con weekend. As I said, Marvel had their big Hall H panel. You know, mostly talking about Doomsday. I don't think they really revealed anything Spider-Man Brand New Day wise or anything like that. Like who Sdcc is playing. Because they're probably going to say that from the movie, like they should. Good boys. But oh, did we get some juicy stuff dropped. I'm going to go with all the more interesting stuff. Well, not more interesting. The more infoed movie. Before I talk about I think the other one actually happened first. But we have more information for this one, so we're going to talk about it. Alright, so we are getting a Black Panther 3. Yay! Woohoo! Latricia Wright will be back. Winston Duke will be back. Unfortunately, no Angela Bassett because her character died in the last one. Ryan Coogler will be directing again. Yay! Because I don't think it would have went over very well if they would have took it away from him. Just saying, Black Panther's his baby. Let him cook. But now they did give us a release date of December 15th, 2018. So that'll be one of the movies, hopefully. One of the movies for 2028. And of course December because, well, Black Panther always does good at that slot. So why not let it keep it? And then, but they did reveal that we are going to get a new Black Panther. But it's not going to be a recast T'Challa. Yeah, it's not going to be recast of Chadwick Boseman's character. Thank you, or a Chadwick Boseman from another universe, or any kind of stuff like that had been rumored. No, they're not doing that. Thank God. But what they are doing is there's going to be some form of a time skip, or they're going to explain it via just because of what happened with Secret Wars. This happened, but Chadwick Boseman, T'Challa's son that we got introduced at the very end, of Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever, will be taking over the reins. He will be played by the new actor. His name's David Johnson, Jonssson. I want to pronounce it Johnson, but Johnson or we'll go with Johnson because we all know I can't pronounce stuff anyways. So yeah, so that's interesting. So there's the possibility we get the Storm relationship. There's so much they could still do with a T'Challa Black Panther that they weren't able to do because of Chadwick's death. Now, the son's old enough now because of either Secret Wars shenanigans or there's a time jump. Could be either one. They're probably going to use the Secret Wars explanation so that way when he shows up with the other Avengers characters, because they're going to put him in an Avengers movie, they don't have to explain how is he on the Avengers squad in our timeline when he's from a little bit in the future? Or have the movies jumped so far in the future just to make that possible? So if you can, since Secret Wars is happening right before that, and this is probably the first or second movie after Secret Wars, use Secret Wars to explain it. So that way you're not shooting yourself in the foot. Which, Marvel's good at that. Not shooting themselves in the foot most of the time. Most of the time. Now we get the fun one to talk about. Which is, they also announced, which I was surprised, because I was just looking up on information for Black Panther 3. Because I saw that they talked about that. But, oh boy. Viper's going to be a happy Viper. Because we are getting, in 2028, because they did say that the movie's going to be out in 2028, that we will be getting a Ghost Rider movie. Now, I don't know if they said which Ghost Rider. I couldn't see anything that said they said which Ghost Rider. So, could be Johnny Blaze again. Could be the rumored Danny Ketch. It obviously won't be the one off of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the one with the car, because I can't remember his name, but Robbie, I think his first name was Robbie, because, well, a recap version of Robbie, because the person they cast to play Ghost Rider, Ryan Gosling. I don't hate the guy. Yes, he was in the Barbie movie. We will not discuss. Jack did watch that once. And that is all Jack will be watching that movie. And he did not pay a whole lot of attention. I will be honest. But, yes, so it's either going to be a new Johnny Blaze, which I would be okay with that, since we haven't really met him yet, and or a Danny Ketch. But no matter what, they're eventually going to have to introduce a Johnny Blaze anyways, just because of how Ghost Rider usually works anyways. Well, multiple Ghost Riders appear, so why not just start off with Johnny and then maybe after doing 3 films with him, switch over to a Danny Ketch Ghost Rider. Go through all the Ghost Riders. Why not? Now, who will be directing the movie? We already know that too. It will be Sean Levy, the director of such great movies as Free Guy and Deadpool and Wolverine. So yes, definitely worth watching, worth checking out. Alright, I said it's getting late, so I'm not going to talk anymore tonight, but if you want me to cover anything else from St. Louis, San Diego, I almost said St. Louis, San Diego Comic-Con, let me know, and I'll try to find information about it and talk about it. But we'll see. I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.